Hey guys, what is up? It is me, the Chosen One, back at you again with another video. Hope you guys are having an awesome day today. But today, I want to talk to you about CSGO. So CSGO has hundreds of thousands of players playing each and every day, and I wanted to share with you 5 reasons CSGO is so successful. Number 5 would have to be the game isn't pay to win. So CSGO could very easily become a pay to win game. Skins do nothing to enhance the gun or don't give you any type of edge. All it does is make your gun look cool. And these things are worth tons of money, and Valve could make it so that they do more to the game, such as we see in a lot of free-to-play games where you can buy guns to make them more powerful. CSGO has kept its competitive integrity and therefore is not pay to win, and I think a lot of people appreciate that. Also, a lot of people are still willing to buy these skins even though they do nothing to enhance your gun, which just goes to show you that if you make a good quality game, people will continue to put money into it. It's good to see Valve didn't go to pay the win option and made it so that the game kept its competitive integrity, and it still is making a lot of money because people in the community are still there to support the game, whether or not it gives them any type of tactical edge. A lot of people put a lot of time into CSGO and they just want their stuff to look cool while they're putting all those hours in, and that's really cool to see because a lot of games are pay to win and they make a lot of money off that, and it ends up ruining the game. So number 4 would have to be that the game is so unforgiving. In today's day and age, it seems like a lot of games are very forgiving, with a lot of the difficulties being set and making it really easy and making it so even the most casual of casual players can hop in and do pretty decently. I'm looking at you, Call of Duty. But CSGO is a very unforgiving game, and in a time where a lot of games are very forgiving, it's a fresh breath of air, similar to games like Dark Souls, where it will not hold your hand. You will get punished time and time again for making mistakes, and you can only hope to improve and hopefully practice and get a little bit better. I'm a very competitive person, and I know a lot of people out there who play CSGO are also very competitive. That's why it's really cool to see that when you see yourself improving, it's because you put a lot of time and a lot of effort into it, not because the game felt bad for you and gave you a death streak. Once again, I'm looking at you, Call of Duty. CSGO thrives on the fact that it's a competitive environment where everyone can play and only can improve, really. I think that's the reason a lot of people like it. There aren't really too many truly competitive games, and the ones that we are seeing, the ones that don't hold your hand, the ones that are unforgiving, seem to be the ones that are succeeding at the moment. If you look at Dota 2, League of Legends, and CSGO, these are some of the biggest games right now, and they're so big because they're unforgiving. You can put a lot of time into them, and guess what? You will eventually see yourself improve. Unlike other games where the skill gap can be a little bit less, CSGO has a very wide skill gap, and that's something really cool to see. You'll definitely notice the difference between a silver and a gold. You'll definitely notice the difference between a gold and an MG, and so on and so on. It's really cool to see, and it's definitely something that makes CSGO a little bit unique. Number 3 would of course have to be eSports. CSGO is currently one of the biggest eSports out right now, and I think that has to do with my earlier point of the game just being so competitive. So this game was tailored towards eSports. Valve has been making these changes, and they've been making changes to the game that, try to hopefully help out esports. If you look at CSGO, and especially sticker money, which is, when the majors are going on, if you buy sticker capsules, it actually goes towards the team. It's really cool to see that Valve is investing in esports and actually paying their players decently well. I know a lot of people can complain and say they're not getting paid as much as Dota 2 players, but still, CSGO esports players are some of the highest paid in all of esports, and that is something to be proud of. Currently, esports is a growing market, and one that I think will continue to grow, and it's good to see CSGO is on the forefront. CSGO is a very easy game, it seems to understand, and it's way better to learn than a MOBA, because if you go to the casual person, it's way more likely that they're going to understand CSGO rather than they're going to understand Dota 2 or League of Legends. I feel like it's really smart for Valve here to invest in esports, because I see it as being something that will continue to grow in the future, and a way for CSGO to, grow more and continue to be more successful. But CSGO has definitely been riding the wave right now of esports getting very popular, and it's also just improving the qualities of the matches, it's improving the quality of the tournaments, and it's making the game more popular. Hell, we even have an E-League on TBS. Literally, we have CSGO on TV now. That's really awesome to see, and it just shows you how successful the game has actually become. Number 2 would have to be the community input. So CSGO has a lot of community-made things, whether it be the maps, whether it be the skins. A lot of games don't really have that. They don't really have the community input. What will happen is the devs will make a game, they'll make it the way they want it, and the community can pretty much go fuck themselves if they want something into the game. But with Valve here, a lot of people might rag on them, but we actually get a lot of things from the community, and who's gonna know what better to put into the game than the community itself? So a lot of the maps are actually made by the community, if not all of them, and all of the skins in the game are also made by the community, which is really awesome awesome to see. It's really cool to see if you're a graphic designer or just someone who likes to, make art, that you can actually get your stuff into the game. Also, we're putting thousands of hours into this game, and like I said earlier, I feel like we're the type of people who would know what kind of maps there should be, what kind of stuff should be added into the game, and the community gets to vote on it. So everyone kind of gets their own opinion in there, and we get to shape the way the game is made, which is something really cool that you don't really see too much in other games. Valve might do a lot of things that the community doesn't like, but I feel like they actually take more input than a lot of other games. And a lot of other games, they don't really allow the community to put stuff into the game, which is something that Valve actually does here with CSGO, and something that I feel like we take a little bit for granted. Valve does do a lot of things wrong, but this is definitely one of the things I feel that they do right, and one of the reasons that I think CSGO has gotten successful, and one of the reasons I feel like a lot of people are willing to put money into skins is because, they're voted on, and the coolest ones normally get into the game. What I know some people beg to differ. Number one, and if you play CSGO, you probably saw this coming, is skins. So this has to do with my other point here about community input, but skins are definitely one of the benefactors and one of the reasons that CSGO got so popular. So when CSGO first started, there weren't really skins. CSGO wasn't really the most popular game, but when skins got added, it brought in a lot more people, and a lot more people got interested, and it brought in a lot more YouTubers, and more YouTubers started playing the game, and then their audience started playing the game, and it was just kind of this snowball effect. So as soon as skins got added into the game, a lot of things involving skins got in, with betting, which also made eSports more popular, gambling, which brought in a lot of people who maybe weren't too interested in the game but had an interest in gambling. It brought in a lot more people than just the initial people who actually do enjoy the game. There are definitely a lot of people who enjoy skins who also enjoy the game, but there are some people out there, and they're probably the minority, but they're people who were brought in only to have skins, which is interesting in itself. I feel like Valve did a really good thing with skins here. They have their own economy, and it's just really interesting and something that you don't really see in other games. You don't really see an in-game economy like we have in CSGO, and we haven't really seen any gambling rigs going on. We haven't seen anything like that other than in CSGO, at least to my knowledge. Probably one of you in the comments is going to tell me yada yada yada, and such game in Japan probably had one, but I don't know. But skins are definitely one of the biggest reasons that CSGO is so successful, because it just brought in so many players. But those are just my opinions. Tell me, guys, what you guys think are some of the reasons that CSGO are so successful down in the comments down below. I really want to hear what you guys have to say, because, you guys are the people who play the game, and you guys are the people who continue to support it and are pretty much the reason it's so successful. So feel free to tell me in the comments down below, and if you enjoyed this video, how about you hit that like button, and if you disliked this video for some odd reason, how about you hit that dislike button, and if you're new, how about you subscribe? But yeah, guys, this has been the Chosen One Inc., and as always, peace out.
I only show affection when I get an erection. I got bitches in the city trying to get in my section. I got niggas in the cut and they took lethal weapons. Both will hit you so hard you might think that it's tech.